Namaste. I am the Queen of Cups Montreal, and this week I decided to continue our inward journey and explore all the changes and energy shifts that we're experiencing within and all around as individuals and a global community. At this point, I invite you to pick the deck or crystal which resonates strongest for you. In the video description, you will find links for my spiritual services, healing crystals and crystal pendants, and links to my social media. You'll also find timestamps for your chosen reading, which you can use to navigate the video. Thank you for joining me. As always, love all and harm none. We're all in this together. Namaste, Amethyst group. Thank you for joining me this week. As I mentioned in the previous weeks, I just think that right now, as we're still trying to practice social distancing and flatten the curve whenever possible, it's great to do some inner work, and it's great to focus within. This is kind of a transitional period for a lot of people. I think that a lot of people are going in spiritually a lot deeper. The quality of their relationships are changing. I just feel like a lot of people are transitioning into a different way of being, a different way of experiencing the world and those they love. So I wanted to do a reading about transitions and changes, and how we're all going through some sort of emotional, relational, spiritual, or even mental transition right now. So I just want to align myself with the energies for the Amethyst group. Position number 1 will be, what action can you engage in to ease the upheaval or the chaos of whatever transition you're experiencing right now? Whatever transition you're trying to cope with or learn from or flow with. I just want to connect with that energy of this transition that I feel for the spiritual community in particular. And if you're here, you're part of the spiritual community. But a lot of people are going through transition. So position number 1, how can you ease the transition you're going through right now? And here we have winter, which is to take care of your needs. Honor and take care of your needs. Hear yourself. Listen to yourself, Amethyst group. I think sometimes it's hard because we're trying to take care of the needs of others, or we put our needs off for the next day. But winter signifies a time where we have to prepare. It's a time of preparation, a time of great transition, especially regarding this reading as we're exploring transitions and changes. And it's a time of preparing for the future. What could be winter sometimes for animals is a more difficult time to provide for themselves. It could be a time of rest and renewal. So take care of your needs and make sure that you have everything you need to make it through this transition. That's the action you need to take. Where do you find support? Where does my Amethyst group find support? Regardless of the transition they're going through, or in light of the transition they may be going through, whether it's relational, mental, emotional, or spiritual, or maybe material. Maybe there's changes on your career front, on your job, financial matters, family matters. But where can the Amethyst group get this support that they're looking for? Okay, it's position number 2. Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. I want you, Amethyst group, to surround yourself with those that love and nurture you, that uplift you. During this time, I think anxiety is still very high. And I feel that whether the anxiety lives within you or you're picking it up from other people, I want you to surround yourself with like good people that love you, that support you, that make you feel grounded, that you don't have conflict with. Who has time for conflict these days? I want you to find support from protective energy around you and that spirit has to provide you with. So you are protected, you are cherished by the divine. And I want you to surround yourself and connect with that energy. It's not about finding it, it's already there. It's about being able to connect with it. All right. Position number 3. What is Amethyst group advice from guides and angels? What do your spirit guides, angels, or ancestors have to tell you? Stand your ground. Be strong. Stand your ground. Have confidence. This is also a message to be still. Maybe there's nothing you need to do other than take care of your needs and surround yourself with protective energy. Maybe this isn't a time of great activity, action, and, you know, go, go, go. Maybe this is just a time to stand strong, be still, trust yourself, and trust that you're exactly where you need to be right now. Things will unfold as they should. So be like the mountains. That's the message from Spirit. Be still and know that there's a divine plan going on here, that you're not alone, that you're not unprotected. What do you need to let go of? What does the Amethyst group need to let go of in order to facilitate whatever transition they're enduring right now? Intend and create. So let go of the status quo, let go of what you've come to establish, let go of what you've come to know as the norm. Set your intentions, create new energies, be able to manifest through visualization, through mantras, through intention setting. Be able to let go of what is now and start now to create the future you want to experience, you want to live, and the abundance and the experiences you want to have. So set your intentions, let go of what is or what was. The world is always in flux. Your experience as a human is always in flux. So be able to let go. What will you gain from this transition you're going through right now? What will you gain from the global transition we're going through right now? What is to be gained during this phase in your life? Isn't she beautiful? The air guardian. What this is saying to me is that you'll be able to shift your perception, see things that you never conceived of before, connect the metaphysical dots, the universal spiritual dots, understand more the sacred geometry and the divine path that's been set in front of you. You're going to be able to see the world in a whole new way, in a whole new light. Embrace that. That's what you gain, a shift of perception, a shift of perspective. Ways of knowing and ancient knowledge, understanding, emotional depths that you haven't been able to tap into before. These are yours to have through this transition, global or personal. What a beautiful message. So yes, I do feel like the Amethyst group is, this is about a period of providing for your needs, connecting yourself with grounding energy, being still and trusting in the process, setting your intention. So while you may be still and not in a busy outward way, you are in setting intentions and creating the reality you wish to realize. What's more is you are shifting your perspective. That's what's to be gained. So I want some selenite. Amplify these good vibrations. Amplify these good energies that are all around you. I want you to amplify that. I want you to stand your ground. Be able to be still. Get some tiger's eye for that. Be able to be still. Be able to be at peace. Connect yourself with protective energy, which is typically a grounding energy. The tiger's eye will do that. And you can also get some obsidian of any type to help you let go of the past here, but also we're going to do a 2-for-1 here, but also ground yourself with protective energy. So get some obsidian, helping you to let go of old habits or old routines, and yet ground yourself in the protective energy. You guys, your perception is shifting. It's opening up. Embrace the experience. This is transitional time for the globe and for you. And I want you to embrace it and walk towards it with courage. Stay safe. Stay sane. Thank you for joining me this week. Lift each other up in positive intention, healing vibrations, and prayer. Namaste, guys. Namaste, Fluorite group. Thank you for joining me. This is the Fluorite group. Thank you for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction, we are going to address the transitions that you're going through. As the globe transitions, so too may you be going through a relational, spiritual, emotional transition, and you may feel this shifting within you. I feel that the whole spiritual community, the whole global community is going through a shift. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. There's something to be learned in everything. And there's a silver lining to most things. So embrace the transition within you. Embrace the shift you're experiencing. You're not alone, that's for sure. We're in this together in more ways than one. Experience the shift that's happening within you. So change is not always easy. Position number 1 indicates how to ease the pitfalls or the challenges of this transition you're experiencing, no matter what level you are experiencing it on. So position number 1 for the Fluorite group, how can you ease the transition or facilitate this transition? Be still, be calm, trust yourself, trust that you're doing the right thing, that you're in the right place. There's no need to move forward. There's no need to do anything and get crazy busy or crazy active. Sometimes it's a wait and see period. It's about being strong, of good courage, but it's also about being patient. So how can you ease the transition? By letting it happen, by letting it flow around you. Don't do busy work. Don't do spiritual busy work either, thinking that you're going to kind of overstep this transition or skirt around the issue. Just be still, stand your ground, trust yourself, trust the divine, trust that you have a purpose in all this and that you can live your purpose in all this. Sometimes that's easy to forget. Where can the Fluorite group find support during their transitional process? See from a higher perspective. I want you to get support from sacred wisdom of angels, guides, ancestors, trusted elders, and trusted spiritual brothers and sisters. You want a higher perspective on all this. Yes, it's important to have a little bit of fun and not take everything so seriously. I'm a big fan of not taking things too seriously, but you're going to want to shift your perspective, get higher, get an eagle eye view for things, turn to spiritual books, spiritual leaders, spiritual advice, spiritual people. You want a higher perspective. Sometimes it's important to rise above things and see things from a higher perspective and not in the mix of things where either the anxiety is within you or you're surrounded by people whose energies are out of whack because they're anxious. Get your higher perspective, rise above it, and get a spiritual, wise, synchronistic kind of view of things. So yeah, that's what we're going to say about that. What is your advice from your guides or angels or ancestors? What is the advice for the Fluorite group? Transform and unveil your gifts. Isn't that just beautiful? What a beautiful card. Transform and unveil your gifts. So this is a great time to see what you're fully capable of. This is a great time to explore your shadow self, to explore the inner workings of your spirit, of your emotions, of your mind. Be able to transform and adapt to the situation as it shifts, as it changes. I want you to trust yourself, unveil your gifts, learn new things about you. This is your message from spirit. Be able to transform and adapt and see what this transition brings out in you. Honor yourself, celebrate your gifts, celebrate your ability to change and to develop into a new person. So this is your message from spirit, which is be able to allow yourself to evolve. Evolution is such an important part of our human experience. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. It's very important to be able to evolve. What must my Fluorite group let go of? What do they need to let go of here? Be the light, let go of the dark, let go of the need to control, let go of the propensity that we all share to worry, and to, worry about material needs. People need somebody to be light. People need somebody to reconnect them to their humanity. Connect yourself to your humanity, to your nature. Be the light in terms of sharing wisdom with others. This is kind of it. You gain a higher perspective, and then here you in letting go of the dark and letting go of maybe the material or what is seen on the surface, the shallow perception, you're going deeper, and you're still sharing this higher perspective. The White Witch is a healer. She's meant to inspire. She's meant to share her wisdom. She's also very transformative. She helps people to transform. She herself has learned through transformation. You can see by the butterfly in her hair and the nature. She's surrounded by nature. So be able to be the light and connect yourself with your humanity, with the nature around you, with the abundance that's around you, and potentially help connect other people. So when it says, what should you let go of? Let go of darkness. Let go of the perception just on the shallow surface. Go deeper and let go of what is tangible. Maybe you need to explore more nurturing things, relationship, magic. Magic is a beautiful thing. The magic of the universe, the abundance of the universe. You might want to get into some candle work. Try and heal the world through a meditation circle, or a positive intention circle. So be the light. And what will you gain? What do you gain from this transition? Transitions aren't always easy, as I said, and it's a global thing and an individual thing at the same time. So what can you gain here? You gain more light. You gain the ability to relate to people in the community in a different way, in your community, in the global community, in your spiritual community. You gain the ability to be joyous and content where you are with what you have. You gain the ability to honor the light within you and share it, and honor the light within others. Through this transition, I think that you'll gain a better perspective. It's a time to be still in order to gain a better perspective. It's a time to explore all aspects of yourself and allow yourself to evolve. And it's an opportunity to really embrace the light within you, the light within others, and embrace Mother Nature and her abundance. Embrace the magic of the earth, and the miracle of the earth, be it the seasons or how Mother Nature takes care of herself, the sacred geometry locked within nature. I want you to embrace that. So, stand your ground. I want you to have... Stand your ground. I want you to have some tiger's eye once I find it. Okay, here. Not here. I have a tiny piece of tiger's eye for you. I want you to get some tiger's eye. That's about staying still, having confidence in your position, holding your position. I want you to have a higher perspective. Actually, fluorite's great for that, especially this type of fluorite, octageron. I'm not going to say that properly, so I'll just give up. But it's a special formulation of fluorite. And it's great for the third eye. Really heightens your perception. I want you to connect with the light in all things, and to do so, it's great to open your heart space. When I say heart space, I'm saying pink agate, rhodonite, amazonite, and of course rose quartz. I want you to get that heart space wide open and really fruitful and really vibing. And you're going to want something for optimism and contentment. So I want you to get some citrine, potentially some carnelian. That's a good vibing stone. Or you might want to get some sunstone. But either way, enjoy these changes that you're experiencing. Have confidence in yourself. Stand your ground to the tiger's eye. And be sure to open and expand your mind. You can even hit that with some selenite right there. Thank you for joining me. Lift each other up in positive intention, healing vibration, or prayer. I will be joining you again next week. Stay safe, stay sane. Namaste, guys, and blessings. Namaste, Lapis Lazuli group. My camera is reading my candle as a face. No longer. Okay, Namaste, Lapis Lazuli group. Thank you for joining me. As I mentioned in the introduction and the previous readings, I wanted to do a reading this week because the global community is transitioning. You're going through some transitions, either spiritual, emotional, or mental, and your relationships could be going through some transitions. It's been an interesting 2020 so far. So I just want to address the transitions we're all experiencing. I feel like the spiritual community has been talking a lot about these changes that us ourselves are going through, or those we love are going through. It's a time of transition and change. Embrace it. Here's your kind of guidebook to getting through it for the best. Transition isn't easy. Changes aren't easy, especially when it's happening on a global scale as well as a personal scale. It's like the earth is in a huge shift. Comment below if you're feeling that too. I know I've spoken to a few people that are really experiencing that, and I see that as we communicate through social media and in certain spiritual groups I'm part of, there's like a shift happening. And I just wanted to help you ease through it, understand it, make the most of it, make the best of it. Position number 1 is the action to ease the upheaval of transition. Change is not easy. I want to give you an action path or a course of action, Lapis group, to be able to ease the transition you're going through. And here we have bask in the joy and the light. Find things to be grateful with. Join a community. Join a spiritual community. Join a knitting group. Just be with people. Bee is a very community-oriented creature. And it's about being a part of a community. It's about basking in the joy and the light and the optimism that can come when you connect your heart with other people's hearts. So there's a lot to be joyous of. It's kind of like saying look on the bright side of things and join a community. Don't be in solitude. Social distancing does not mean that we have to live in solitude. We live in a great era of like, we never really have to be alone with our cell phones and computers and everything. So join a community, connect with those you love. Start a family group chat. I might start a family group chat. Where to find support during this transition? You might be feeling a little bit ungrounded right now. Where does my Lapis group find support? Wow, Father Sky. Trust the unknown. Spirit has support for you. Spiritual communities, as I mentioned, it's not funny, have support for you. Spiritual mentors and sisters and brothers. But most of all, your guides, your angels, your higher power, whatever you believe that higher power to be. Trust in that which is beyond this earth. Trust in fifth dimensional beings and a higher power in the universe. That's where you get your support, from knowing that there's something bigger than all of us happening. There's something bigger than all of us that has a plan. There's a divine sacred geometry at play here. Fate, destiny, the Akash, whatever you want to call it. Trust that there's something bigger than us. I don't want to say in control, but there's something bigger of us that has a plan, bigger than us, that has a plan for us. What is your advice from your guides, angels, ancestors, or divine beings that you trust in and believe in? What is the advice from my Lapis group? Be the peacekeeper. Okay, so that's your special role here. Be able to find peace within yourself and peace for others. Are there people that are kind of warring or disagreeing or at odds around you or near you? Be able to find peace. Be able to challenge yourself and what you believe to be right and what you believe to be truth. Be able to challenge that and make peace with that. As I mentioned, peace within yourself. Be able to open yourself wide open with yourself, of course, though you might want to do this with spiritual people you trust or love. But open yourself wide open and challenge what you believe to be true. Challenge your truth or your perceived truth. Be able to seek peace within you and seek peace with those around you. And, you know, it says let go of the need to be right, but that means within yourself and with others. Help people find peace within themselves as well, and make peace with the fact that you won't make peace within everything within you. We're complicated people. Not everything's going to fall into place. Not everything's going to make sense. Make peace with that too. What do you need to let go of? Hold space, and I think that goes to the first one of be joy, be light, be in community. I feel like it's a good thing to hold space, but don't feel the need to sequester yourself and to go this journey in solitude. The human experience, us as spiritual beings are meant to live the human experience in community. So connect with people. Don't feel the need to go this alone or to understand this transition within you before you connect with others. There's other people you can connect to that can help you understand your transition. So hold space, yes. Be at peace within yourself, yes. But share that. The struggle, the knowledge, and the wisdom you're gaining, but also the struggle with those you trust and care for. You're not alone. And what will you gain from this transition, whether it's spiritual, emotional, mental, relational, whether it's just the global transition that's impacting you? What will you gain from it? You'll enjoy growth, renewal. You'll enjoy the ability to trust in the elements, to trust the earth, to trust Mother Nature, maybe to heal Mother Nature. I know she's healing as we all kind of pull back a little bit from our activities. You'll be able to enjoy spiritual and emotional growth. Connect yourself with your human experience again. Potentially connect yourself to your humanity. In the hustle and bustle of things, sometimes we forget our humanity. And having to social distance whenever possible, sometimes we disconnect from the humanity of others. And having to protect ourselves from unforeseen threats. We sometimes forget the humanity of ourselves and others. So the lady is here. For me, she resonates as the Empress, though this isn't a traditional deck. But she's saying enjoy growth and reap rewards. Connect yourself to the earth. Enjoy what you can nurture within yourself and with others. Enjoy the new developments that you're having. This is what you'll gain, is growth, revitalization, reconnection to the humanity, reconnection to the earth. All those good vibes. I'm vibing on this reading, guys. But you'll experience growth and renewal, revitalization. What is this? What stone can I give you? I love malachite for transition. It's a great third eye stone, though often overlooked. Malachite is a great stone for the third eye, for transition, for change, and for healing. The whole globe needs healing right now. So let's heal together. I want you to connect to otherworldly energies. Like it said, trust the unknown, trust Father Sky, trust your guides. So for that, I want you to get some labradorite. That's a stone of change and transition, but it's also a very powerful intuitive stone. Moonstone's the same thing, rainbow moonstone, connecting to our guides, our ancestors, our angels, whatever higher power you believe in. And be at peace. Let go of the need to be right or the peacekeeper. Make peace within yourself. Sometimes our inability to be at peace comes from an emotional trauma or an inability to communicate with ourselves or with others. Grab some amazonite for that. Great love stone. Great heart chakra stone. Also very good for communication. Throat and heart chakra. Amazonite. And then finally, you need some joy and some pleasure. And I think I suggested citrine for every group this week, but get some citrine in your life. Fire up your good intentions. Fire up your good intentions. Fire up your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. The motivation, drive, creativity, spiritual flow. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. Stay safe. Stay sane. I want you to lift each other up in positive intention, healing, vibration, or prayer, whatever resonates with you. Thank you for joining me. Connecting with your energy means a lot. And I hope that connecting here with me today has given something for you. I do send out healing vibrations with every reading.